In today's video, I have my 4 favorite NBA free plays for you all for this Friday night matchups. All right, I'm super excited about these plays. I did a lot of hard work and research, diving into the data, looking and finding the best plays for you all to give them to you all here, share my knowledge with these plays for you all. But before we dive deep into those plays, quick recap from Thursday night. Man, we were so close. We hit 3 out of 4 plays. Jalen Green goes under his line. Tyrese Maxey just goes 1 over his points line. That was my best play of the night. He just cashes. And then Grant Williams goes over his PRA line. In the late slate, Rudy Gobert just couldn't get the job done with the points, rebounds, and assists. He had a good first half where he was trending well. The third quarter just didn't really have much going for him, and then couldn't finish it in the fourth quarter trying to catch up. But we move on. 3-1 day for us. We're currently on a 16-9 run in my last 25 free plays, so feeling really good about that. And I hit this 4-man the other day in the NBA as well. I've also hit some other plays recently in the NBA. So guys, stick with the program. Get on here. Before we get into today's plays, please like, comment, subscribe, share, and turn on post notifications. If you guys do enjoy these videos, we've just surpassed 60 subscribers recently on this channel. I'm super excited of the community that we're building and really appreciate all of your support. So please just leave a like below. It's free. It takes not even a second to do it. It really helped me out, so I really appreciate all the support on this channel. 3 different places where you can get a ton of value betting on these plays. Maybe if you're new to gambling or you haven't signed up to these apps yet and you want to get some value. Guys, if you are not on Novig yet, you guys need to be getting on Novig. They're offering a 100% deposit match on $25. So you deposit $25 and you'll get another $25 when you use my code TEACH10 to sign up. Novig also just announced last week they raised $75 million as a company. So I expect a lot more big and better things for them as a new and upcoming platform. What I also love is they don't operate like a daily fantasy sports lineup book. So you don't have to submit a bunch of plays in order to submit a lineup. You can submit single bets as well. I'm looking for them to hopefully start expanding their markets with the money that they've raised as well. Really excited about Novig. So get on there. Second place is Chalkboard. Chalkboard is offering a free pick square, 100% deposit match, good for $100. So you deposit $100, Chalkboard says, thank you, I'll give you another $100 as well. Chalkboard also does daily drops where they give out profit boosts like they're candy. Like seriously, you can get 50% profit boost, but it feels like almost every day. So go get on Chalkboard as well. Use my code TEACH10 to sign up to unlock those perks. Third place is Betr. If you guys are not signed up to Betr, you guys will get a free $10 just for signing up when you use my code TEACH10. That code will also unlock a $200 bonus on your first deposit. So you deposit $200 into the app for the first time. Betr says, thank you. We'll give you $200 to play with. They're also offering a bunch of NBA free squares throughout the season, but actually for this weekend, they are offering a Brandon Marino significant strike square. So if he lands 1 significant strike, you boost out your lineup. So go take advantage of that if you're a new user on the platform. Okay, so those are the 3 places you can get a ton of value. $335 of value that I just gave you. And that's not even including in the picks and the profit boost that Chalkboard offers. So go get on those apps. All 3 will be linked in the description below, so very easy to sign up. Just click the links, take you right to the page to sign up. Now, we're going to get into today's picks for Friday night. Stick around for a little bit later for my best free play, my favorite free play, all right? Now, let's dive into these plays. Get on with it. Duncan Robinson over 15.5 points, rebounds, and assists for my first play of the night. Duncan Robinson has gone over this line of 15.5 in 7 of his last 10 games, actually well over the line that it's set at, almost 4 above, averaging about 19.5 points, rebounds, and assists in his last 10 games. Currently hit in 5 of his last 6 games and hit 3 in a row as well, going like significantly over this line when he does hit as of recent. As you can see here, looking at his minutes have picked up significantly over the last 3 games as well. He's played over 30 minutes in 2 games, and it's ramped up in the past few as well. Shooting 46% over the last 10. Not the best, but also not very terrible as well, because he's shooting 43% from 3, and that's why we all love Duncan Robinson. Another white boy who can shoot threes. He's been incredible. Had some good game shooting in here. The volume is in there as well, averaging 10 threes shot per game over his last 3. So the volume is there, which is really important, especially when, if you're necessarily not shooting well. But he has been shooting well from 3 recently, so that's even better. So we love that there. And then lastly, his matchup against the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're about just slightly better than the middle of the pack of the league in points, rebounds, and assists allowed overall. At the small forward position, they're actually a little bit better defending. But I still like this matchup. They give up 20 points per game to small forwards, 7 rebounds, and about 3.5 assists per game to small forwards. And you can see Cleveland's weakness is right around the shooting guard position and the power forward position, but they defend in the middle a little bit better. I like for Duncan Robinson to be able to get open and shoot in this game. Even though he doesn't have the greatest matchup in the world, he still has some good favorability. The minutes have been there for him. And he's gone over 14.5 PRA in 8 of his last 9 games. That's really what I'm loving about this. Averaging just over 20 in those matchups as well, so well over the line that it's set at right now. As you can see, a ton of books are favoring this up as well. I feel really, really good. That's 14.5, but 15.5, I still feel really great about this as well. Gone significantly over, riding a high, shooting the ball very well from deep. That is why I love this play for Friday night. Now, moving on to pick number 2, Igor Demon under 14.5 points and rebounds. Demon has gone Demon. I just call him Demon because I don't think it's pronounced Demon. Whatever, don't matter. We're taking his under. Don't matter. Under 14.5 points and rebounds. Hitting his 7 of his last 10 games. He's only averaging 12.5 points and rebounds, so 2 under the line that's currently set at right now. Has flirted with this line occasionally in a few of those games. But still like where he's at. Going up against the Boston Celtics, who are one of the best teams defensively in the league. Number 1 in points allowed, 7th in rebounds allowed as well, so seeing some green there. Against the point guard position, a very similar story, both top 10, actually top 5 in points allowed, and top 10, they rank 8th in rebounds allowed to point guard, so they defend point guard position very, very well. I love that for this matchup against Demon, who is playing about 26, 27 minutes per game over his last 10. Get some decent rebound chances, so that's fair. But shooting 35% on only 8 attempts is just not going to cut it. That's why he's going under. He's not shooting a ton of shots, and they're not going in. He's also not shooting great from 3 as well, and he takes a decent amount of attempts. So, hey, he's cold right now. We're going to ride that and take the under. Why I feel really good, especially against a great matchup in the Celtics who defend point guards very, very well. So that is play number 2. Now, play number 3 is my best play. If you guys want to get my best free play every single day, you guys can sign up to my Winible store for absolutely free. All you have to do is go check the link in the description below, towards the bottom of my description. My Winible store will be linked there. You will get my best free play every single day sent directly to you via text. I typically send this play out about an hour or 2 before the YouTube video even drops, so you can get it before you're even seeing this right now. And I will also post when my YouTube video goes live, so it's just another way for you guys to be notified and stay in the loop of when I'm posting, usually in the evenings every single night for games the next day before. I want to get the plays out early to you so you guys have enough time to digest them and build them into your lineups or do whatever you want to do with these picks. I also have weekly and monthly VIP access as well for those picks if you are welcome to join that. But I'm not asking for you to pay. Just sign up for free so you can get notified when I'm posting and be a part of the community that I'm building with these picks that I'm giving out every single day, and I love it. I'm for the game. My picks are only for education and entertainment purposes only. It's just for the love of the game, right? There are always ups and downs in gambling, and you guys got to stay on top of your picks. Now, with that being said, my favorite free play of the day, it's Jaylen Brown over 41.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He has, well, in his last 10 games, honestly, nothing that really sticks out that well that would make you go, oh, yay, right? Only hitting 4 of his last 10, actually averaging below the line that it's set at. Had a few games where he's gone over, had some good games, but other than that, kind of hanging in like the 30s. So you're like, oh, well, that doesn't really look great. Well, they're going up against the Nets, who are kind of all around when it comes to the top 3 statistics and how they match up against them. 13th in points allowed, 9th in rebounds allowed, and then 21st in assists allowed. When we look at the small forward position, we have a fantastic matchup. They are 26th in points allowed, 14th in rebounds allowed, and 26th in assists allowed. A great matchup for Jaylen Brown. Why? Because, yes, he's only hitting 4 out of his last 10, but he's actually gone over this line of 41.5 in 4 of his last 5 games versus bottom 10 defenses for assists allowed. I know that was kind of a mouthful, so I'll repeat it. He's gone over 41.5 points, rebounds, and assists in 4 of his last 5 games versus bottom 10 defenses for assists allowed. He has a fantastic matchup against his assist line at the small forward position. Makes me feel really good. He's averaging over 44 PRA in those 5 games. Makes me feel really confident about this. Even though the last 10 necessarily hasn't been stacking up that great, I feel really good about this matchup and this insight right here. And looking in those games where he has played, averaging 37 minutes, shooting about 43%, 32% from 3, so honestly not even that great, but he has triple-double potential here. 10 potential assists per game, 13 potential rebounds per game in there as well. Over his last 10, shooting about 46% from the field, not as great from 3, but I still like this. He's playing a ton of minutes, still getting a ton of rebound chances as well. I feel really, really good about this play because of this insight. So that is my favorite play for this Friday night. Jaylen Brown over 41.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Now for my fourth play to round us out, it's Cason Wallace over 11.5 points and rebounds. Wallace has gone over this line of 11.5 in 7 of his last 10 games. He's actually hit 4 in a row straight, and he's had some monster games recently too, and had some in the past as well. Had a 3-game streak, currently on a 4-game streak as well, averaging about 17.5 points and rebounds per game, so well over the line that's set at right now. And AJ Mitchell is actually... AJ Mitchell is out for this game, so that means more playing time for Cason Wallace than he's already getting, right? So that makes me feel really good. More minutes for Cason Wallace, who's already been averaging a little over 30 in his last 10, shooting 46% from the field on about 12 to 13 attempts per game. You can see more recently. Last 3 games, averaging about 17 attempts per game, shooting the ball very well in those games as well. Makes me feel very, very good about it. 30% from 3 is fine, but actually look in the last 3. 50% from 3 so we went 4 from 8 for 50%, 4 for 5 for 80%, and 3 of 6 for 50%. Shooting over 50% from 3 in his last 3 games. He is the hot hand right now. Sometimes it doesn't matter about the last 10. Sometimes you got to narrow it down even more to like the last 5 or the last 3. He has the hot hand right now. We have an incredibly favorable line at 11.5. They are going up against the Denver Nuggets, who are 17th in points allowed and 8th in rebounds allowed. So not necessarily the best matchup for us at the shooting guard position. Defending a little bit better, actually. 17th in points allowed and 3rd in rebounds allowed, but I still like this line, 11.5, way too low with AJ Mitchell being out. He's going to get more playing time than he already has, shooting the ball incredibly well as of recent. All signs point to Cason Wallace going over this. I feel like this should be a no sweat, but you never know. There's always ups and downs. So those are my 4 plays for this Friday night. Let's quickly recap before we get on out of here. All right, starting us off, Duncan Robinson over 15.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Igor Demon under 14.5 points and rebounds. Jaylen Brown over 41.5 points, rebounds, and assists. That's my favorite play for Friday night. And then Cason Wallace over 11.5 points and rebounds. And guys, lastly, before we get on out, if you guys are betting on sports pretty often and you are not tracking your picks, what are you guys doing? You guys need to be tracking your picks. Sign up to the Pikkit app, use my promo code TEACH10, and sync up a sportsbook that has 10 more bets placed on it. What Pikkit does is it syncs up all of your sportsbooks, puts them in one spot so you can see your combined record and your combined balances so you can track your picks and stay on top of your game. You guys need to be tracking your picks. We all know how gambling is. Most people lose. You need to be tracking your picks. Stay organized, all right? Pikkit's actually paying new users $3 or $100 to sign up. No catch about it. No subscription service you have to pay for. No one-time fee you have to pay. They are just going to pay you one time. Free shot at $100. You guys need to go sign up. That is all I have for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Turn on post notifications. Share with your friends. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow for more picks.